Previously on Gamer Boss Park. And then immediately following the turn, now that is definitely taking shape. This is gonna look pretty at night. Welcome back, my friends, to Gamer Boss Park. And today we are going to be building the main area. Let's get building. And to start off, we can start this out by putting down some pathway. I do want to have a big lake in the center, so we have to make sure this pathway is big enough for us to fill in that hole. I am going to race this pathway up. That is going good. And then only for us to now just next it to here. Sweet. Do it all over again. There you go. Our path is complete, but we're gonna have to round this out though. Make this look a bit nicer, like so. That is a giant circle. Round it out. There you go. Were they dancing or something? I think I saw them dancing. Don't worry guys, you're not trapped. Don't mind me. Fixing it up. That looks much nicer. Just one thing though. I'm gonna give this pathway a circle. We're gonna try and hopefully be as neat as possible. Connect it. There you go. It needs to be rounded more. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The next step would be to then dig a hole so we can place down the water. Make it very deep. This is starting to get deep. I think that's a decent height. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's good enough. Gotta make sure this is rougher. Now we're talking. We should probably paint this to like rock. Increasing the hardness. Get this all covered up. Nice. Put a pool here. Man, is that beautiful. We are definitely getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna add yet another path onto the other side, just like that. But we're gonna need to make these colors a bit more gray. That is looking awesome. Now we can just add some fences so that no one falls off. Put up the fence on the other side. There you go. Also want to modify some terrain over in this spot. Oh, what? No, okay, no, that is too deep. That is too deep. Still too deep. Plan this out, chisel this section too. And now we can get started on the buildings. For the theme of this, I was thinking of going for a steampunk type. I mean, steampunk honestly is just cool, not gonna lie. What can we use for a steampunk? Where should we put the first building? This spot is gonna do. Boop. And now we can just build this all the way. I think this is facing the wrong way. No, I do not want the path. Stop, I don't want the path. Just keep this out of the way. Continue building. As usual, we'll have to fill out this wall all the way at the end. And this is where we'll end the bricks. Right about here. Fill out this wall. Once again, we gotta make sure this is not too big. Make this go at this degree. This is starting to look cool. All the way to the end once again. Keep building this. We are almost there. Right here. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. Anyways, connect this wall to the other wall. There you go. This one's a little awkward, but I'm very certain no one will notice that. Now all we need to do is just mark out the buildings. I'm gonna have this first one be the guest services / the lost and found. Or I can make this lockers. I think I'll just make this one lockers, and then this one will be guest services. We just gotta split the atom till the end. Okay, we got one building down. This one will be the guest services. Do the same process as usual. Bring this wall close to the edge. Now I think I'm just gonna make this one not as big as the other one, meaning I'm just gonna put it like at this angle. I'll put guest services in there. Bring this wall close right to the end. We got 2 buildings down. There you go. We've got 6 buildings. This is gonna be the lockers. This will be the guest services. This one is gonna be a coffee shop, a sweet store. I'm not sure what store or restaurant this will be, but it'll be something. And a store. I don't know what. Maybe a hat store, but we'll see. Now all we gotta do next is just group all of these walls together. Deselect the unwanted parts. Group them together. Make sure this is painted blue. I think this blue can do. Only for us to raise the height. The only issue, however, is the coaster track is slipping through there. I might have to remove some walls. There you go. Now they're no longer clipping through there, so you won't be hitting your head on these. These walls are looking too bland. Making out the doors. And what do we have for arches? We're gonna try and rotate this, making sure this exactly matches it up. That's one building. Place another door here and there, and some more here. And we've got ourselves doors. While we're at it, might as well place a pathway using the draw tool. Gotta make this a bit narrow because we'll be adding an invisible path and also some lockers as well, just like that. Oh, we need to get rid of those, the fences, of course. Whoops. Didn't we do that? Put down the guest services. Where is it? Guest services. Ah, guest services. I knew I had it. Align it around there. Better cover that up. There you go. Connect the path leading up to there. And now we have our guest services. Hi, Betty. Why is this? Hang on, guys. All right, it's fixed. Carry on. Put in a latte love shop. The rest of the buildings we'll work on later. But for now, we just gotta add supports here. Let's look at the base material. We'll try and look for some metal. Is there anything like square that we can... I don't see anything square related. Maybe this iron column will do. We should actually get something like more metallic. No. This one will work. Make sure that's rotated up. Place these on the corners. Same as before, but this is gonna have to be a bit of a... Yeah. Get this corner and that corner. Build this all the way across. Why were those guys running? I have no idea why they were running. I have no idea why. That was just awkward. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, this. Place this support onto that corner. Do that for the back. These supports are looking too green. Almost at the end. Our columns are finished. Select them once again. Recolor. Now that's better, don't you think? We, however, are gonna have to delete this column because the track destroyed it. Only for us to now put some horizontal planks. That does not look straight. This could take longer than I thought. I'll be honest with you. Keep moving this across all the way. Turn that around until the end. Move it to here. And now repeat that step for the other sides. Make sure to capture the last side. Kabam! Now what else can we add? I know, a roof, and also a ceiling. Now what do we have for ceilings? Flat roofs can do. This metal one will do for sure, but the question is, how are we gonna fit this? Yeah, I'll just save that for later. Let's just decorate this. We're gonna need some windows, of course. These castle windows will look nice on there. What color should they be? I'll make them cyan blue. Don't forget this one. I'll add some different windows. Gotta have variety in this. Otherwise it's gonna look like a big blob. That's what we don't want. Put another window here. I'm also gonna add some round windows and then some squared windows. Place a divided window right on there. Let's not forget this side again. Now let's see what we can use for roof trims. Just gotta make sure this is colored blue. This is gonna go at the bottom of the buildings. Don't want to make this ugly. All the way across. Around and around we go. Back from where we started. Almost there. And now it's complete. At least we need to fill in the destroyed wall. I'll just slap it onto over here. Copy the same color. So it's just like the rest of it. I will, however, add more detail. Like these. I know it's not super detailed, but it's the best to my ability. I was trying to do ASMR. On the serious side, I'm gonna try... Oh, we can add some cross beams. These would look great on there. Make sure that's blue as well, because I'm blue. This is getting so much detail. Cover up each and every single nook and cranny. Gotta give this the industrial steampunk aesthetic, if I say so myself. And what else do we have for cross beams? Oh. That's just the only cross beam we have. What about these type of beams? These will work. This might look a bit weird, but trust the process. A bit of a darker blues in the windows. Drag them across. Each and every single one. Like that. This will look good. Add this support base. Scale this one to be this time much larger. What a shine. Now we just scale it this. flop. Maybe we can add like some bricks to show that the ride just broke through. These of course need to be aqua colored, and we're just gonna spam these all the way to the top, take us down 90 degrees. Maybe we can have a little bit of an angle, and maybe we can have some of them like sticking out all around. There you go. Just one more to here. Now it truly looks like the ride vehicle broke through. Take out a rectangle, cover it up. Man, it's really dark in here. But we'll add some light. Keep covering this up all the way. I don't want this ceiling to be near the track though, so we have to be careful around it. I wish this game had XYZ scaling, much like Theme Park Tycoon 2. That would have made this a lot easier. Cover up these last sections. This one right here is gonna have the height raised up. It's not perfect, but it's the best of my ability. So who cares? Now we can add the roofs. Apply this roof piece on. I'm not sure if this is a purple or blue, because it looks a little purplish, but whatever. Put it across, flip that the other side, place a few taller roofs, flip. We should probably add a curved roof for some variety. Almost there. Okay, I suppose. Don't forget to extend the height. This should definitely be filled in. Now that's truly cool. Oh, this needs to be covered up.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I am back from building the rest of the buildings, and boy, that felt long. Not gonna lie. I like how it appears that the track is like breaking through the buildings. I think that's pretty epic. The interior of these buildings, I think I will decorate them off screen because it might be a bit boring. This lake is gonna need some decoration. This pathway definitely needs to be fenced off so that no one falls and lands straight in the water. Do it all the way across. This path will have a different fence. Now, what can we do to decorate the bridge so that's not looking all boring and such? Place this down, rotate this around, all the way across. It's not perfect or anything, but it gets the job done. Might as well edit out the terrain a bit. Have it be going down, some like flattened up, some like chiseled, get this all rough. Some of these areas are gonna be a bit smooth. That's good. Once again, repeating it. This lake requires rocks, all in different shapes and sizes. Make sure we get every single corner. Maybe these pieces will look nice. Yeah, this is definitely getting better. It's best to have variation in this pattern. That's not looking bland. Make sure this area also gets rocks. Oh, let me do that. Getting close to the end. Our rock circle is complete. But what's missing here? Oh, I know. Water effects. I want to add a waterfall to this. Waterfall bottom. Put plenty of these here. Yeah, that is definitely wet. Place some more alongside these rocks. That is a lot of water. Last but not least, we need the top. And the waterfall is complete. We should probably just hide these a bit better though. Now that's what I'm talking about. A beautiful waterfall. Bam all this water stuff around. Make them be like fountains. Have like some smaller fountains. And some medium ones. On each and every single one of the water. This looks beautiful in person. And with all that said, I think this is a stopping point because I'm getting a bit tired. I think I'll complete some of it off screen, but thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any ideas, put them in the comments, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.